What's up?
What's up? Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trev here. Here with Sean, Pro Tour competitor who I met 16 years ago or 15 through the Junior Super Series.
I was in 10th grade.
And we got a little Junior Super Series going on here, complete with a camera feature match. What are the kids playing for, Sean?
So we've got 22 kids playing today. First place is going to walk away with $500 in scholarship. Second place is going to get $250 in scholarship.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you make this happen, and why is it important?
All right, so the why is that, I mean, you and I, our stories of playing Magic really started with the Junior Super Series, and ever since it died, we haven't really had an easy entry point for kids to get into the game.
Right.
Usually kids get into the game because their friends play, right? And, for a couple years, the only kids that you saw, either their parents played, or they were like the only kid at the shop that played, and there wasn't really a strong youth community. So we're running youth tournaments to try to get the kids that do play to get their friends to play, right? Have
Two
a
twins
nice,
playing for top 8 right now. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no. There's tons of awesome stories here to tell. But yeah, just trying to get a community, a space for the kids to play, to bring their friends, a place to kind of grow the community. About a third of the kids playing today have never played in a youth tournament before, or any tournaments at all before. So this is where we kind of grow the community from the bottom up.
Yeah. So they're playing standard Pauper.
Yeah.
Which is cool because it's cheap. Anyone can afford it.
Yeah, it's very accessible. Magic is a game with so many barriers to get into it. Having money be one of those barriers, we just wanted to remove that as a barrier. Learning how to play the game is hard enough. Learning how to play the game and needing money is just too much to ask.
Yeah,
so
balances it out.
The tier 1 decks in this format are like $5 if you buy them all at market price.
So you can also give decks to people.
Yeah, you can teach a kid how to play, and then an hour later give them a tier 1 standard Pauper deck, and then get them ramping up to tournaments real fast.
So we got more kids playing Magic. Why is that important?
Well,
this kid's asking a question. Is it important?
You have a judge call? Yeah? All right. Sorry.
All right. Quick judge call over here.
Thank you.
You guys dealt with. Okay.
Good guy, Chris Tom, covering for me. Okay.
Why is it important?
Yeah. So
kids playing.
The game. It kind of went through this phase where the community expanded really fast, and then the market kind of took a while to catch up to it. We're kind of seeing kind of a stagnating period in Magic, and people are starting to ask the question, is Magic going to survive? I want to make sure Magic survives, and the way to make sure anything survives is to make sure the community is strong, right?
Yeah.
Making sure the community is going to continue to renew itself, and the youth is the perfect way to do that, in my opinion.
Kids, they don't have the money now, and Wizards counted them out for that reason, but they'll grow into adults who have money.
Yeah, exactly.
To play standard.
Brawl is like a really good stepping stone for the kids. They're playing these standard Pauper tournaments, winning packs. Those packs are enough to kind of start piecing together a Brawl deck. There's a nice kind of ramp up into the community here.
Yeah, and just quickly to share why I think it's important, I grew up playing the game, and I definitely think it helped me a lot just become smarter, think strategically and do math, learn language and math and rules and sequencing.
Having any goal is going to help a kid get their life together. Having a goal where reading and math and everything are important is going to help so much. And having a community to belong to, that's another one of those resiliency factors that the kids who are successful have, a community to belong to. They have a goal, right?
Another thing that I think is good is sportsmanship and also emotional maturity.
Yeah,
especially
you got to learn how to take those bad beats.
Yeah, especially in tournaments. Yeah, understanding luck, and I think so many things that are good for people. Obviously, some people take it to an extreme, but even taking it to an extreme, it can work out great.
Yeah,
you
for sure.
Me, for instance. So
yeah, this is my only hobby, really. So
yeah,
it's a good one to have.
What would you say to anyone who wants to, any adults out there, teachers or club leaders?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
so
right
now we have 22 kids showing up today, and that's the result of there being about 5 really strong Magic clubs on the island that are housed at schools. So, you know, some of those clubs are headed by teachers who work at the school and then do the club after school. Some of them are run by people that only do the club after school, right? They come in from the community and then they do just the club. But whatever it is, having a space at school is so important for the kids to, you know, feel comfortable learning the game. It's a space that's approachable, so people that are like, well, what is this? Like, should I check it out? Like, the kids feel comfortable talking about it at school. You know, that's just so important. So
Magic Club leader right here.
Yeah, August Aaron's Magic Club leader.
Magic Club leader.
Good guy, Mike.
I got one kid there. It's okay, bro.
He brought one kid in. That's all right.
Hey, he brought 9 kids to one of the other tournaments, so it's all good. But yeah, having the clubs in the schools, I think, is kind of like the recipe of getting kids exposed to the game, getting kids comfortable learning to play the game.
Yeah.
So this wouldn't be possible without the club leaders. We have about 5 strong clubs here on the island. So if you're somebody who thinks that youth magic is important, get connected with a school, or you know, I've heard of people doing it through local game stores as well, though I think it's a little harder. But you know, just starting a club, getting the kids some consistency in terms of, like, you know, we're going to meet on Wednesdays, and you know, you show up and then
I like to share.
Yeah.
I don't think I've shared this, but kindergarten through 6th grade, went to a Montessori school. The class got smaller and smaller and smaller, and then we tested into like an advanced public school, but there was like 400 kids there. And most of those kids had been together for a really long time. So like suddenly I'm the new kid in this giant school in 7th grade.
And you're used to
how do I make
smaller
how do I make friends? So there was a games club, and we would meet on like Thursdays or whatever and play Magic. And then my 7th grade birthday did a booster draft and had kids over to play and stuff like that. So I made a bunch of friends really fast. And those same friends, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, we're playing together, drafting in 12th grade together, and then some of us continue on to school and college and play together, and then you know, I still see them in November, December when I go back, we do draft.
So I just qualified for the Team Unified Regional Pro Tour qualifier, and the 2 people I'm taking with me are my buddies that I've been playing Magic with since middle school. So you know, the friendships that you make in this community, they stick with you. So.
And then those of you guys who made it this far and even follow my story, met Sean through Junior Super Series in like 2004 or something, like 15 years ago. And
10th grade.
Sean, when I got to the island for the Pro Tour, Sean was my connection. I asked him if he knew of any cool farms, and he referred me to Kahumana, which is where I've been living now. So, you know, that's really cool, and the Junior Super Series, a lot to that. So it's awesome to see it
who you know,
back.
right? So having those connections.
So if people want to reach you, how's the best way to do it?
So our scholarships are all completely Patreon funded. So we have a Patreon, Patreon/MTG808 Junior. You know, voluntary subscription service. Everything that we're able to do is solely funded through that.
I think that's my only sub on Patreon.
Yeah, thank you. $10 a month goes to good use. So. Yeah, it took a couple months of saving up to be able to run this tournament, but you know, we're here, we're running it. We're hoping to run 2 a year. You know, it's a goal for us to grow into. This is our first one. We're hoping to start running 2 a year. We run 2 youth tournaments a month, just smaller youth tournaments a month. So, and all of that is through Patreon. So check us out on Patreon. We have a YouTube page, a Facebook page, all MTG808 Junior with no spaces.
Google MTG808 Junior. I guess it'll all pop up. So anything, last thing you want to share?
Start a youth magic club. If you're a kid watching this, start a club at your school. Find a nerdy teacher that'll let you play in their classroom.
Yeah.
If you're a teacher or an adult that works with kids, start a club and play standard Pauper.
Also, if you're a kid, Magic and sports go well together, I think.
Yeah, lots of the kids they do both. You know, finding that balance, right? The mental exercise and then the physical exertion.
All right, MTG808 Junior. Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
I'm excited for this top 8.